Hi, I'm Rob Elrick, and today we're going to take Dunlop TV through a tour of my shop and show them how we take an instrument from start to finish.
Today we are in Chicago, Illinois with a mighty craftsman by the name of Rob Elrick. Hello, sir. I was hoping that maybe you could share with our viewers, just kind of walk us through how it goes from a block of wood to one of your fantastic fine basses.
Sure. Well, I mean, pretty much everything starts from raw lumber.
Where do you get your materials?
I'm always looking.
On the line?
I'm always shopping. Always buying wood. But this is what I have here is actually just a small fraction of what I have. I actually have another storage facility.
Holy
just
smokes.
Full of lumber. This is the wood library, so to speak. This is a really nice.
Wow, you got it all.
No, this is a maple burl, and it's a spalted maple burl, so it's got some color in it.
Now, what does spalted mean?
Spalted is a stage of decay, and this is actually also a maple burl, but this is more of a, just a traditional maple burl.
Bird's eye looking.
Yeah, like bird's eye. Well, these are some components for bodies. These are partially milled. They're milled, and they have the.
Then you draw them out.
Well, the cover plates are attached, so they're ready to have tops glued on and then to be jointed together. So this is obviously for a bolt-on.
All right, well, show us some more stuff. Show us these tools that you use.
Most of the stuff that I use is pretty basic. I just have a large belt sander. This is the busiest tool in my shop. This is a bandsaw. Bandsaw I use for most things.
All right, so here we are in another area here. What do you call this area of your shop?
When I come from the doing the basic mill work, once the body has been glued up, it gets cut out to shape, and it's something like this. Once I get to this stage, I'm able to start working on some of the things like the routes for the pickups and the controls, and then from there, from a neck, we select the fretboard and end up with something a little bit closer to this. And so from here, the headstock has been glued and cut out. And this particular guitar is we call this a hybrid because it's, for us, it's a hybrid of our bolt-on and our neck through. Because from the back it looks like a neck through, from the front it looks like a bolt-on, and you get qualities of both. This, on the other hand, is a full neck through, and this is, of course, a single cut. The profiles of the necks aren't supposed to be dramatically different. The accessibility up into the upper register should be just as good on a bolt-on because we have a heelless body, so you can get your hand all the way up. And on a neck through, as you go up, if you're playing with your thumb in the back of the neck, which many would argue is proper technique, as you go further up, it actually will the carving of this heel will actually force your hand over so that it's an ergonomic. It's not just an aesthetic component. It's an actual ergonomic component, which is probably makes maybe a little bit more sense on a 6-string where the neck is very wide. The final step from here, once the neck is shaped, would be to shape a forearm relief on the front and a belly cut on the back. Because I don't use shapers or anything like that. Pretty much everything I do on my workbench by hand. And one of the things that I think is really an advantage of buying a handmade instrument is that when you have something that's handmade from beginning to end by one person, you're seeing every single part of the guitar every day, all the way through the production. It's like everything. It's right in your hands. There's every little. You're there. You're invested in a different way. So from there, then comes the fret job. I install the frets before the finish.
How do you finish it?
I use an oil finish, penetrating oil finish with a blended oil and urethane top finish, and then seal everything with a wax, paste wax, a furniture paste wax. This is actually a model that we don't do that many of, but it's pretty cool. This is a semi-hollow, fretless The strings go through the body.
And you like these Bartolini pickups?
Bartolini is my standard pickup option. So this is another instrument that we
I don't think I've seen a painted body before that you make.
It's very, very difficult for a small company to offer a paint job at an economical price. So we're working with some partners in the Czech Republic. They're doing all of the woodwork, but we're actually supplying the lumber. We're supplying the same U.S. hardware, pickups and electronics as on our U.S. bases. When it comes here, you know, I actually do all of the final setup work and everything. I mean, I pretty much take them completely apart and make sure the frets are right and everything is the way I would want it to be if it was from my hands to your hands. Yeah.
Then you're done. Then they're off.
Yeah, more or less. They get packed up and
you string them up?
Oh yeah, string them up.
Gotta string them up?
With Elrick strings.
So tell the folks back home where they can see this stuff on the inner wide world web.
Elrick.com.
How do you spell that?
ELRICK.com.
Hey, it's Bryan Kehoe with Rob Elrick signing off from Dunlop TV saying adios amigos from Chicago, Illinois.